Today we are going to test the top 5 training aids on Amazon.
Some of these look quirky.
Oh, that's heavy.
Okay, first up, we've got the Sure Set Instructor.
That is this one right here.
And at the end, we're going to give you the best budget pick, power, impact, connection and rotation, and then setup consistency.
So essentially, this is a trainer that, well, actually, a couple of extra things. Promotes a good grip, but also promotes the set of the wrist correctly, straighter left arm, and good rotation. Okay, so there is 2 settings to this wrist hinge. You've got setting 1, which promotes less wrist set. So if you're a golfer who's over hinging the wrist, use setting 1. I'll show you this on here. And if you're a golfer who's not hinging them enough, use setting 2. Now, every time you change a setting here, you do have to adjust the length, but we'll show you that. So hinge 2 is some more full shots. This setting will generate more traditional 90-degree wrist set. But what I'd say is you could almost use this based on the advice that your pros got you. So number 1 and 2 here. So what you're looking to do, this arrow, this one, you're pointing that at number 1 for less wrist set, and then number 2 for more wrist set. Let's go for number 2 first. So it's dead easy. Stand in here, get the length. Right. Now look how now this is sort of set like a 90-degree. Feels weird, that Ems. I like the grip though, you know.
Yeah, doesn't Scottie Scheffler use one like that?
Yeah, he does, yeah. And he's got it on like, I think a 7-iron that he always warms up with, just to promote that really good solid grip. Yeah, I like that. I have used one of these before as a kid. Look at that. Wow, it feels restricted. But I quite like that.
One of the biggest things on the reviews was the fact that it says it develops muscle memory. Can you see that then?
Yeah, and I like this because a lot of people hit a shot and they go, oh my God, it's going bad. But you create muscle memory without consequence. So I'm a big fan of this one. I like it a lot.
And you don't, it's not a negative, the fact that you find it restrictive either. Because surely some people might
Some
find
people
that.
would probably see that as it, but for somebody who's going to use this, I've just changed this by the way to number 1, which is why I've adjusted it. I think it's good to restrict them. So say for example, you've got a golfer who bends your arms, it's going to feel a lot wider. It's going to feel like you're turning this more. So for me, I think restriction means it's going to be turning a little more efficiently. I look at that as a good thing.
So if you're developing your muscle memory, then you're going to have to kind of do this over time and get used to it. So this isn't a training aid that you're going to pick up and boom, it's making a quick impact. You need to get used to it, right?
I would call this a kettle drill.
What does that mean?
Leave it on the side. Probably get some funny looks from the other half, but leave it on the side. Kettle's brewing. Do a few reps. So just show you the other setting here, Ems. This is now on setting number 1. Look how it's got less wrist set. I like that setting for me. Feels brilliant. And I've just adjusted that. Look how much I turn. I need that. Anders, where are you? That's what I need. I think that's going to be a little kettle drill for me, and you're going to be telling me off. So, how much is this?
$84.
Okay, quite expensive.
Yeah.
But I think for it, it's something that's going to literally last forever. It does feel very, very well made. Give us some reviews.
I love it. It's helped me get deeper into my right hip, tightening misses and giving a few more yards. I would love to know what the few more yards are. And then it says it's 100% helped me. Once I got the muscle memory, I didn't need it. See, that's the thing, isn't it? It's building it over time and then it's getting used to it so that you can then do it without it when you're on the golf course. I'm impressed with that one.
I have to agree. I'm a big fan. Let's get on to the next one.
We'll do this one, which I think is the Lag Pro one. Let's have a look at this.
A little sneak peek. I got shown this at the Open last year. This is great. This is brilliant, this one. I like this a lot.
Wow, you're keen for this. What?
Pass it here. I'll show you.
Give it to the Pro. I do like how it comes in a nice little bag. Keeps
it's
it
nice
all
and
secure. That's what you need, things like that, to keep everything secure.
Or try to say messy.
I'd say you don't want to see his boot.
Not
That's
that
all I'm
bad.
saying.
Every golfer can relate. I like putting it here, tying it around my forearm, and putting the red around here. Now, if you look at what this is going to really promote, it's sort of pulling me back here, like this. Now, if you look at impact, where you want to be, like this, so it's stopping this happening.
So like a resistance.
Yeah. You know what? I've used this before, and I love it for a bit of chipping, because it gets me to set it, and look how good that strike was.
So does it help you release then as well?
Yes, it would definitely help release. And the beautiful thing with this is, even though it's there, it's quite subtle, so you can hit plenty of shots with this without fearing it being all a little weird. Oh, it spun a bit too much than I thought.
Seems like it's easy to practice with though.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of stuff like this because it's not as intrusive as potentially other training aids. Oh, look at the spin on that.
It's quite feel-based though, isn't it?
Yeah, so if we look at what it does is, if you think most people in the golf swing, right, they're throwing this away, this essentially is pulling you back all the time in this direction to stop it happening. Now, I think it would still happen, but what it really does is it really gives you that feeling of where you want to get it impact. I mean, we see countless videos now of people wanting to get there. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of this. It's not as intrusive. You can hit plenty of shots to really gain a good feeling of what this is. You could also argue it almost forces you to set correctly on the way back as well, which I also really, really like. You know what I would say? I do have that sensation now, you know.
Yeah.
This set. So like if you're hitting a full shot, I could really see the benefits of that as well, because we're really trying to train that in the golf swing. Like all the top pros are in that position at impact. Yeah, I'm a big fan, but the question is, Hems, price. What's the price?
So it's about $80, but this is where the reviews come in, because people have been having a bit of a moan and groan about the price, which, you know, everyone's entitled to. So this is one of the reviews. It says, great product to teach and practice lagging your swing. I gave it a no for value because I feel that the product should only cost around $25 to $30. It does seem to be for a study product that should last, as I will only be using it for drills and practice swings. I feel that it could benefit all high to mid handicappers, and my handicap is 16. So yeah, I mean, if you just pass it me here a minute.
This is where I'm going to stick up for it, because what would you pay for a lesson? Pay 80 quid for a lesson, right? And even maybe more than that if you watch in America, and that's the same price of a lesson, but you have to pay for a lesson again. Whereas that is a one-off fee.
And I will say, like, it does feel quality. Like even here, nothing. It doesn't feels like it'll last. Like everything's secured.
I got given one at the Open last year, and it's nearly a year to the date that we filmed this video when I got given it, and it is still like brand new. I know it's expensive. I'm not saying it's not.
I don't think it's expensive. I don't. When you look in comparison to a lesson, I don't think it is expensive.
Okay,
to be honest. So sorry, but I'm overruling that review, and I think you are too. Okay, next one.
She's overruling it.
I'm the boss.
She's overruling it. Okay, we've got 3 more to go. Let's go into the next one. Right, come on, boss. What's next?
Again, lovely packaging.
I know, it's very good, isn't it?
Created by renowned tour coach Dan Frost. Got his little signature on there. Maybe Charlie. Right, let's get the instructions so we can put it on. Oh my God, that literally took a lot longer than I thought. I'm not going to bore you. Let's speed this bit up. Right, so it's on. But I just don't see how you can do that on your own. I mean, it's got to take some getting used to. But you couldn't put that on your own.
No chance.
way.
Not a prayer. Now, there are 3 settings. Red being what I would say feels the easiest, so the least resistance. Yellow, a little bit more. And then if you then attach that up here, you can then get this green. And wow, this feels like you got a lot of resistance.
What's it actually for then?
So, in my opinion, it helps you create feeling of a wider radius to your swing, because you're sort of straightening this left arm. I would also say it's encouraging you to sync up the arms and the body a little bit better. I would say it also reduces the fact that you're going to probably bend this lead arm a little bit as well.
Okay.
So it keeps a much wider swing. Now I'm intrigued to hit one away because it feels quite restrictive. I wonder what this does, how we feel here. I also feel a bit of a Wally am.
I don't think you look a Wally.
That was so sarcastic.
You don't look a Wally.
That's so sarcastic, isn't it?
Well, I'm not being funny, but that's bloody lovely.
It's a great shot.
It's a lovely
feels
shot.
Weird, you know. Like, it feels like in that backswing, I'm pushing against it. So, like, as I'm taking this
resistance, that's what it's for,
yeah,
isn't it?
I'm pushing against it, really building that feel of that. Now, what's really interesting, I bet you could use this for chipping as well. I got just the person who I think this Pete, he sort of is a bit of a chipper like
P.
this.
Diddley.
P. Diddley. He chips like this. So, like, this would really help. So I think you can not just only use this for ball striking, it's like for everything. Not as good, that one, to be fair. What do you think of this one then?
£50, so
50 quid.
I'm not sure what that is in dollars, but
So about $80. You know what? I think you got to do that. That's now set up for me. I could then do that if I set that over my head.
Do you know what? Do you know what though? When you go on the instruction manual, it's assuming that you've already had it on. That's where there's a bit of a fault there, because it says put that over your head, but unless you're getting used to it, you wouldn't know that.
So the first time you use it,
Yeah.
it's a bit of a faff, but then going forwards,
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
it's actually a lot easier. And look, to be fair, look where I hit it from there. Right out the middle. And next up, we've got the connector. Now, there isn't too much on this one, to be honest. It's the one that Rory's been using on the range, and there are 2 different sizes. Now, if you're looking to do some more short game, chipping, pitching, and putting around the green, I'd definitely recommend the smaller size. The bigger size is the one that Rory's been using, and essentially it's just a little bit bigger, makes it easier to stay within those arms for more fuller shots. It's a foam connector, there's 3 alignment rods in it, and this just helps keep it between your forearms and really just encourages better rotation and more arm and body motion. Now, the immediate feedback that I get straight away is that the arms definitely feel like the close end, specifically the elbows. If your arms fall apart, the ball definitely drops out. It encourages more body-led rotation for better contact, and as from a golf coaching point of view, it definitely feels like it makes you more compact and it is usable everywhere. Now, there are some cons with this. It is actually quite slippy, the foamy sort of squishy material. It can be a little bit distracting. It almost feels a little bit too like you're pulling your arm scale in the follow through for the first few shots. But overall, it's a good one. I like this one. The likes of Golf Monthly have praised this massively. They say it helps sync up the arms and body correctly. It's versatile and it's an easy to use training aid. Now, the cost. It ranges from $90 to $110 depending on the size and obviously where you want to purchase it. So I know it's a little bit pricey, but I really think this one is very versatile. Even if you just purchase one of the sizes, you can use it in a multitude of different areas.
Okay, final one. What have we got here then?
We have
the Rotator.
10 out of 10 for packaging.
Yeah.
The whole feel of this brand is very, very premium. Ooh. See, to me, this looks like a really good version of what we just had before.
So this is all about rotation, isn't it?
Yeah.
From Lee Trevino himself, he said, to be the best, you've got to turn your chest.
I think this could be my favourite.
It's quite easy to put on.
Yeah, let me hit some shots. I think this could be my favourite. And I am a golfer, right? Everyone who watches me, I get like this. Whereas this is really forced me to move. I also really like the fact that a dress, you can see where your shoulders are pointing relative to your hips. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of this one. I almost feel like this does what the connector does, but without it being between your arms.
Yeah, because the main brief is a structure that highlights shoulder alignment at a dress and helps enforce consistent rotation path and prevent plane drift. How do you feel?
That felt good. It feels like, and what's great is that this bar is not flimsy.
Well, you know straight away, don't you, as well, though, if your shoulders alignment's off, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, look at that there, straight away I can see. Whereas you wouldn't without this.
What would the drawback be of it, though? I don't think there is one, is there?
I think it's a bit like maybe a bit awkward on your
And
chest.
it's only training that bit, I guess.
Yeah, and it's only training that bit. But I guess a training aid is to highlight and work on a certain area. But I feel that this is working on two areas, not one. Your alignment, but also your rotation. It's just slightly awkward to set up in it.
So it says anything between $80 to $100.
Even though some of these products, some people might argue they're expensive, they are seriously well made.
Right, let's go through the overall summary on this one. Right then, so what's your best budget pick? And when I mean that, I don't mean the cheapest. I just mean like the best value for money, essentially.
I like, personally, the Lag Pro.
Okay.
Because like a lot of amateur golfers struggle with their wrist, and I feel that can be used for chipping. It can be used for full shots, can be used with driver, everything. So budget, we're saying, helps you in every area, or a lot of areas. That has to be that for me.
Okay, power.
Power, you know what, like, I really like this one because I think it starts to get you to turn better. And even though it's intrusive, it doesn't stop you too much. So yeah, I mean, for power and turn and rotation and organisation of the arms, I really like this.
Impact.
Impact, great question, Emily. I think you've probably got the connector. Just because you
Yeah, that
feel
makes
like,
sense.
yeah, it's down at your arms and you're really training that, and it'd be something you do at a slower speed.
Okay, but then what about rotation?
Well,
Is that not connect?
Well, yeah, 100%. I would say this one
Oh, right, okay. I thought we were going to say the connector again.
and the connector. I would
Okay.
say both. Like,
Yeah,
depends what one you prefer. For me personally, if I was looking at rotation, the connector, I feel like my arms are squeezing together too much. This one here is my favourite one for rotation.
And then setup.
I think you'd have to go for the one with the ball in the end. What was that?
Ah, yeah, the short set one.
Yeah, because that's something you can work on your grip
Yeah.
and you work on that rotation. So, there you go. There are overall picks. I'm going to take this off. I might even do some more practice with this.
Just leave it on all day.
Walk around the house in it.
Let's go to Marks and Sparks for that on.
Imagine. We don't shop in Marks and Sparks. We're very much little and Aldi.
Only Waitrose, darling.
You wish. Thanks for watching.